always say the best for last.
We are the Jews.
So I'm going to dedicate this closing to a great friend of mine in this region. He started when he was in yeshiva, when nobody else cared. He was there. So thank you for helping make this year a very special one for me. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. What do you want to close with? You don't like my song, so what do you want to say?
I happen to know why Rabbi Lowenbraun lost all his hair on the beach. I happen to know why Rabbi Lowenbraun lost all his hair. It's not because he lost hair this year. It's because I know every day that when he comes in and he asks me about my pictures on the walls, this, I know. Because I'm a regular person in the United States of America, including New Jersey, including 35th Street and 36th Street in New York, or whatever street. That cares as much as Rabbi Lowenbraun and Mrs. Lowenbraun and Bonnie and everybody else who wastes their time to see the job. No, sure. No, I will tell you now, there's nobody in the world that has this heart. Even though it's like the heck out of me, it's really true. I'm telling you honestly the truth. I love him like he's it, you know what I mean? But before I finish, English, you can understand it. I want to say something to all the seniors that are leaving, these guys, Jeff, Michael, and Stephen, and Alicia, and Stacy's a senior, and Martha's a senior, and Ruthie's a senior, and Leigh's a senior, and Beth's a senior, and all the other seniors that are leaving. Guys, just do me a favor and grow. Just grow. Become a better person before you become a better Jew. Become a better Jew first, and everything. Understand what I'm saying? Do both at the same time. There's no such thing as become a better Jew. When you become a better Jew, you become a better person that doesn't necessarily look like versified away. And another thing I want to say, guys, I really love you very much, and you made my last 4 years, my first 4 years here, the best years of my life. Thank you very much. And Rabbi Lowenbraun, you are the greatest of the greatest. Thank you very much.
How about that? Thank you.
Oh, David, you're a singer too. I know.
I just wanted to say that I never knew how great a person Connie Cass was until we were in California this year. She's like the most beautiful place I've ever been at. And if I had the chance, I'd jump to live there. And he told me that he had a job over there and that he couldn't move there. And I thought he was totally crazy for not going over there. And I think the reason he stayed, I know the reason he stayed is because of all of us. And I know after that I knew he was the most phenomenal guy I've ever met. And he more for me than I think anybody else has. He's a father of mystery. And then this year, we had a mini shout out for Rabbi Lowenbraun, and he spoke to me a lot, and it really helped me out a lot. And I thank him very, very much for what I love like a brother. And anybody has any questions, I know I'll be glad to help you with it. Don't be afraid of it.
Thank you very much.
I spoke on Shabbos lunch, and I said that everyone should pick up an extra stone. And I mean that because, everyone should pick up one more stone. Because there's one more mitzvah or one more matzah that you can do that really makes a difference. And everybody knows this why is a living example. Rabbi Lowenbraun, Connie, Lowenbraun, Joey. We all aspire to be like them. And all my friends like that, and all the inspired by and everybody. But I just wanted to say a special thank you to some people who've been in my life a very long time. They were my brother's class since kindergarten. And I practically
Girls.
Alicia. And I also want to thank two more guys that haven't been in my brother's class for very long. But believe it or not, really learned from them. And I've become such a better person just from knowing them. Thank you, Zvi, and thank you, William, very much.
Don't want to forget. Everybody knows Rabbi Lowenbraun. Can't say enough about him, but nobody knows behind the scenes. He is Bonnie, and she never takes any credit for anything. And she's always there when something has to be done, and she always gets late when something doesn't get done. And Joey and Bonnie, I think you two are the perfect model for anybody to follow, because you have your values in the right places. And even though Bonnie, I know you want a new kitchen, the way you two have your attitudes is incredible. You couldn't ask for two people to go out to other people more than they do. And if anyone thinks two best people in the world, they're wrong.
Especially since he's a good person. cry home. My kids why they cry home. And I love all of you.
I just want to say one thing, if it's okay. I think everybody has reached a very tremendous apology, and I hope it's accepted. It's very short and sweet, and you all understand that I found somebody this year that I love very, very much. That doesn't mean that I don't love all of you still. And if I didn't spend enough time with you, and if I didn't correspond with you all, and if I didn't spend enough time with Shabbaton with you, then you should know that doesn't mean I don't love you any less. And I can miss you all very, very much in Memphis. And I can't afford to send each and every one of you a personalized invitation, but if you're not going to Joe Liebman's wedding on the 18th, you're all invited to Memphis, Tennessee.
I want to say something. Thank you all the advisors and Rabbi Lowenbraun, Bonnie, and I want to thank all the seniors. The best friends and the best supporters they could possibly be. Without them, where would we be?
Theme of the Shabbaton this weekend is we are the Jews, we are the chosen. And I can't help feeling that we here in this room have been chosen twice. Chosen once as the Jewish nation, chosen again to be given a second opportunity to come and learn. Last night at the banquet, while we were sitting here, one word kept flashing through my mind. From the first award down to the very, very last one. Very well served by David and Leah. Commitment. Each and every award that was given out yelled commitment. Commitment to Torah. Commitment to a new way of life. For those of you who won the award, you can never grow enough. And each and every one of you knows you have to grow more. And for those of you who are new to the region and perhaps did not get an award last night, use those as your role models. See that it's not an impossible task. It's something that your peers, someone who has the same obstacles as you do, can overcome. And you too can overcome it. It's going to be a while before we really get together again. But we're with you. And if you need us, we're there. And we hope you'll be with us and continue to grow and continue to make that commitment. Thank you.
Okay, the bus driver wants to pick us up at 12:30, so we're going to close on a high note here with Lady Solomon and the Kesher Band.
unified city of Jerusalem was in Jewish hands and under Jewish domain. And I think that the picture of the soldiers standing at the wall somehow touches every one of our hearts. I don't think that this day, which is significant in the history of the Jewish people, should go unnoticed by us here, and that's here's why. There was a letter to the world that was printed many years ago in the New York Times. This letter is a letter to the world from Jerusalem. And to read it to us is Chaim Geshem.
I am not a creature from another planet, as you seem to believe. I'm a Jerusalemite, like yourselves, a man of flesh and blood. I am a citizen of my city, an integral part of my people. I have a few things to get off my chest. Because I'm not a diplomat, I do not have to mince words. I don't have to please you, or even persuade you. I owe you nothing. You did not build this city. You do not live in it. You did not defend it when they came to destroy it. And we will be damned if we will let you take it away. There was Jerusalem before there was New York. When Berlin, Moscow, London, and Paris were forest and swamp, there was a thriving Jewish community here. It gave something to the world which you nations have rejected ever since you established yourselves. A humane moral code. There the prophets walked. Their words flashed like forked lightning. Here, a people who wanted nothing more than to be left alone, fought off waves of heathen would-be conquerors, bled and died of battlements, hurled themselves into the flames of their burning temple rather than surrender. And were finally overrun by sheer numbers and led away into captivity, swore that before they forgot Jerusalem, they would see their tongues cleave to their palates and their right arms wither. For 2 pain-filled millennia, while we were your unwelcome guests, we prayed daily to return to this city. 3 times a day we petitioned the Almighty, gather us from the 4 corners of the world, bring us upright to our land, return in mercy to Jerusalem, thy city, and dwell in it as thou promised. On every Yom Kippur and Passover, we fervently voiced the hope that next year would find us in Jerusalem. Your inquisitions, pogroms, expulsions, the ghettos into which you jammed us, your forced baptisms, your quota systems, your genteel anti-Semitism, the final, unspeakable harm, the Holocaust, and worse, your terrifying disinterest in it. All these have not broken us. They may have sapped a little strength you still possess, but they forged us into steel. Do you think you can break us now, after all we've been through? Do you really believe that after Dachau and Auschwitz, we are frightened by your threats of blockades and sanctions? We have been to hell and back, a hell of your making. What more could you possibly have in your arsenal that could scare us? I have watched the city bombarded twice by nations calling themselves civilized. In 1948, while you looked on apathetically, I saw women and children blown to smithereens. This, after we had agreed to your request to internationalize the city. It was a deadly combination that did the job. British officers, Arab gunners, and American-made cannons. And then, the savage sacking of the old city. The willful slaughter, the wanton destruction of every synagogue and religious school, the desecration of Jewish cemeteries, the sale by a foolish government of tombstones for building materials, poultry runs, army camps, even latrines. And you never said a word. You never breathed the slightest protest when the Jordanians shut off the holiest of our holy places, the Western Wall, in violation of the pledges they had made after the war. A war they waged, incidentally, against the decision of the UN. Not a murmur came from you whenever the legionnaires and their spiked helmets casually opened fire upon our citizens from behind the walls. Your hearts bled when Berlin came under siege. You rushed to airlift to save the gallant Berliners. But you did not send 1 ounce of food when Jews starved to besiege Jerusalem. You thundered against the wall which the East Germans ran through the middle of the German capital, but not one peep out of you about that other wall, the one that tore through the heart of Jerusalem. And when the same thing happened 20 years later, and the Arabs unleashed a savage, unprovoked bombardment of the Holy City again, did any of you do anything? The only time you came to life was when the city was at last reunited. Then you wrung your hands and spoke loftily of justice and the need for the Christian quality of turning the other cheek. The truth is, and you know it deep inside your gut, you would prefer the city to be destroyed rather than have it governed by Jews. No matter how diplomatically you phrase it, the age-old prejudices seep out of every word. If our return to the city has tied your theology in knots, perhaps you had better re-examine your catechisms. After what we have been through, we are not passively going to accommodate ourselves to the twisted idea that we are to suffer eternal homelessness until we accept your Savior. For the first time since the year 70, there is now complete religious freedom for all in Jerusalem. For the first time since the Romans put the torch to the temple, everyone has equal rights. You prefer to have some more equal than others. We loathe the sword, but it was you who forced us to take it up. We crave peace, but we are not going back to the peace of 1918 as you would like us to. We are home. It has a lovely sound for a nation you have willed to wander over the face of the globe. We are not leaving. We have redeemed the pledge made by our forefathers. Jerusalem is being rebuilt next year, and the year after, and after, and after, until the end of time in Jerusalem.
not on that, please. That I'm breaking the rules, and you don't break the rules. You like to know. The camp is open next weekend, and they want first to take is benches on. And I'm waiting for you girls in the back. I'm waiting for you. Julie, Donna, Julie, come on. So just like the entire world has many countries, many places, so in our little world we have Israel. And just like the holiest of Israel is the holiest of lands, and in the holiest of lands there is the holiest of cities, which is Jerusalem. And in Jerusalem there's the holiest of places, which is the Temple Mount. And just like in the Temple Mount has the holiest place of all, which is the Holy of Holies, where the ark was kept, where the creation of the world began. So do we have a Jerusalem, and a Makom HaMikdash, and a Holy of Holies. And this weekend, when we spend time together, I think that we reached the Holy of Holies. This moment is a cherished moment because it's not often that we feel it. At every closing of many years, I had with me my father-in-law, who was my spiritual guide. And he would not only be able to say the right thing at the right time, but he also would be able to give me the encouragement and the strength that I needed to continue this work. And I'm very appreciative to Maish Sugar, who makes it possible every year to give out Sefer, so therefore we can perpetuate the memory of my father-in-law, Shalom, to each one of you. And I just want you to know that even though my wife takes a really back seat and does not get recognition, nor does she seek recognition. And I think that now that I have, ever since this time, sustained this great loss, that she is not only my life partner, but also my spiritual partner, who helps me not only with my physical needs, but also with my spiritual ones as well. So when I give you this book, it's not only from me, but from both of us. So let's sing the song that he sang to us many times.